split the party 5 ways and guarantee at least some part of the plan is successful.
Not going to say what part it is. It might be the GM's part to kill us all.
We will send the droid after the assassination. We will send the muscle after the disinformation. Mismatch everybody to their objective on top of it all.
I like this plan.
Of course you are.
You know, if you really wanted to start a new game,
Could have just said.
there are other ways.
I mean,
Of course,
Headset's failing. I have to go.
Oh no.
Look at the
Won't be able to make it tonight. Sorry. It's the plan I walked in on. Yeah, I'm having problems. I can't hear.
Obviously, it just means that Gunter's character will not be getting 5 duty for his masterful plan, because it wasn't that great of a plan.
Obviously, he's trying to get the other character in.
Oh no, look at that. My character is dead. I already have a new character, don't you guys? That was his master plan all along.
Yes, I do have another character. His name is not me.
Similar enough, he was the next one off of the assembly line.
Exactly.
I found him and corrupted him with my programming.
Anyway, so primary.
So what do we got? Frontal assault.
Primary objective. Let's just recap the objectives. Primary objective is to get out the
defector.
Defector. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Yes, but we're not 100% sure he's reliable. He could be a double agent. So our secondary objectives are to, 1, gather any information we can about any traitors to our cause. 2, use said connection to sow disinformation, find out any other information we can about what's going on, and the likes. And then the third objective of the secondary objectives is to assassinate Agent Vox, who is going to be a formidable opponent. So I was thinking, get in there, find out what we can about any traitors, and maybe at the same time see if we can find any information about the defector out, find out if he's a double agent or not. Maybe we'll even get lucky enough during that slicing attempt to be able to sow some disinformation or learn something about the base. Then go after the defector and get him out of there. And if while extracting him, we can make a play at Agent Vox, do so. But only if it seems reasonable to do so. Thoughts?
I feel like you threw a lot of shit out. Can you put that in a place where we can see it?
No.
Do you have that on PowerPoint?
Because, I mean, PowerPoints are amazing. But, I mean, I feel like the thing was, do you want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Is 10 better? But I feel like we should do 6. And my brain just went, that's a lot of data. It didn't really hold on to any of it. I'm sorry.
Golda, there was only 4, not 10.
But it felt like 10, G. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, my brain heard a whole lot more than just 4.
Her character's all about the presence.
I'm trying to keep track of our options and what we're supposed to be doing, and I
And
feel
couldn't do
like I
it with
did a
that.
good job, bud.
All right, so let me
I can share my notes from last week about what the operation was.
Sure, let's see if your notes jive with what I just said.
This is
The dawning of the age of Aquarius.
Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. Harmony and understanding. Oh, we're not doing a sing along? Okay.
That's a pretty good abbreviation you got there.
Took notes while you were telling us stuff yesterday, but read one of my sentences. It's a remote area outside Corulag City and very. Yep. Very what? Nobody knows.
Probably
It's very.
Very.
you know that it
That's
was
how all the
very
kids are talking these days.
visible.
Very.
You know, basically the Imperials clear-cut the bamboo forest around the base, so there's a definitive kill zone out there. So you wouldn't want, like, to be running away and be chased by fighters.
Right.
But if you recall from last session, you guys expertly hid the second vehicle out in the bushes so
Yep.
well that only you guys will ever be able to find this vehicle.
Yep.
Was it that only us guys or only Prit can find it?
Only Prit.
Well, if Prit was wanting their team to find it, I'm pretty sure it includes everybody. If you
Okay.
don't want your team to find it, well, that's their problem.
No, I want my team to find it, but the way you talked last week was that only I could find it. So
what am I missing?
I don't know. Read what you got to me.
She shared it in the Skype
it's
chat.
in the
I
chat.
mean, I put it in our chat, but okay. Operation Shadowwalk, sent by Commander Relin. There's a stronghold on Corulag. It's a remote area outside of Corulag City and very visible. A lot of stuff has been done to make it easier to spot incoming. Jura Tanek is seeking to defect and says she has some valuable information that is possibly valuable to our mission. Located neutralized traitors in our ranks. Agent, I put Vex, like you are very vexing. Agent
Yeah, I
Vex
think that's
holds
right.
critical info that can compromise our operations. Eliminate him if possible. He is formidable and trained in counterintelligence. Be discreet and avoid confrontations. That's what I
Okay.
got.
Yeah, so that pretty much jived exactly what I said. Primary objective, get the defector out of there. That's the Jorah Tannic. Secondary objectives, there are 3 of them. We don't have to do all of them. We don't have to do any of them. The first one is find out what we can about any traitors. The second one is sow some disinformation in their network. And the third one is kill Vax Machina or whatever the fuck his name is.
Well, since we don't have Grix with us, he would be our wetworks guy.
Right?
Like I think
So, as I said already, but just to reiterate, my plan would be do the 2 slicing objectives first so that we can find out if Jorah is a double agent or not, hopefully. Then rescue him or extract him. And if during our extraction we can make a play at Agent Vag, we go ahead and kill him.
Okay.
I'm just going to go out and say I am good with I'm going to follow the leader here. Gunter being our leader.
Which way? What's our plan to get in?
Well, we had the 2 vehicles, and I believe last session we had already made our way into the parking garage.
I know you were pulling up at the gate.
Oh, okay. We were at the gate. We had all the passes to get through without any trouble because of those amazing rolls that Jeff made. And that's what I know.
And we had a map of the area too, right?
You had a basic map of the base, yep.
Yeah. All right. I suppose probably have some rolls we need to make real quick.
I mean, if you want some light side, dark side points, yeah.
Did you sync your pod already?
He did.
Yep.
Okay, I missed that. I'm sorry. Let me go do mine.
I was super sneaky and did it while we were all talking.
I caught it.
All right. Well, that's going
You
well.
didn't sneak it past me.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
3 light, 2 dark.
Hey, you're welcome.
Ooh. Galaxy's becoming a dark, dark place.
All right. Well, I think at this point it's talking people to get us through whatever has to happen at this point.
So, of course.
Before we do that, it's the start of the session, so I would love to do a knowledge roll and see about getting some blue dice.
Oh, what kind of difficulty you need me to set there? 3 purple, right?
That's the 3 purples, yep.
Okay,
And
I've
which
got...
knowledge roll are we doing? I'm figuring that maybe warfare is probably the best one.
Okay, warfare is a good one for this. As you're pulling up in the Imperial vehicle, it's got the little Imperial flags over each of the illuminators on the front of the vehicle. The check-in gate is right in front of you, and you guys are totally nervous as your fearless leader is doing his warfare roll. And he rolled quite well.
He's double checking all of his notes.
Did not roll quite well. I would have hoped for more successes, but I do automatically add 1 success to that for a total of 2 blue dice I can hand out.
Okay, so you have 2 blue dice you can cash in for. We won't say Bardic Inspiration in the future.
Okay.
It's called preparation. So who is in the driver's seat, by the way?
I do not have any piloting, so not me.
Well, is this a ground vehicle or what are we at?
Yep.
It's a ground
You're
vehicle.
in an
Right.
Imperial hover truck.
All right, probably.
Think of a nice hover vehicle that has just a slight hint of World War II era German vehicle.
I have piloting planetary with a 3 green, so
Way better than mine. I've got a 1 green.
yeah, you're not touching the wheel.
Your chauffeur droid is not a very good chauffeur.
I mean, I know that there are pilots.
Great. All right, it looks like I'm driving.
Okay. As you guys are pulling up to the checkpoint, you see the 3 little pylons are up that basically go flat into the ground to let your vehicle pass when the checkpoint is passed. There's a Imperial Army officer there. He totally comes out of his little kiosk and waits for either the front or the back window to roll down to find out who's here on base. He seems to be very polite. Who is acknowledging the checkpoint officer?
Probably someone with good.
Yeah. I am.
Okay.
I'm just a driver.
And he politely waits for you to roll down the window and leans towards to ask for your credentials and reason for coming on site.
I pass him over our paperwork and my bullshit story. Don't remember what our bullshit story was, guys. Help me figure it out.
Well, you guys remember that you stole uniforms from folks that are at this base.
Right.
Well, hopefully they don't look close enough to see what the uniforms say.
Okay, so
Plain and simple.
go ahead and Lachelle, give me your deception as you try to do a quick bullshit to get past this checkpoint with the guy.
All right. Let me look at my shit.
Now the question is, are you gonna exude your pheromones?
I mean, I don't know that is something I can control, is it?
Yeah, you can always control that.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was an automatic.
No, you know what you're doing.
Says the crew
well
that's in
then-
an enclosed car with you.
Then the
you know
answer is
exactly
yes.
what you're doing with your pheromones.
And yes, I am doing that.
And you have a free blue dice because you are in uniform and in the truck. You know, you got 2 free blue dice because you're in the uniforms and you've got the vehicle. And you're burning one of those light side points. I like that.
Yep.
I got that upgrade in there for you.
Give me just 1 second. I'm wanting to.
Yeah, look those skills over.
I know I am. I'm making sure because
Nobody
I
wants to
think it's
die.
nobody's. I think I have nobody's fool, don't I?
Probably.
Maybe.
Oh, I have plausible deniability.
Oh, there you
The
go.
character removes 1 black die per rank of plausible deniability from her coercion and deception checks. And I also have I have 2 ranks of convincing demeanor. The character removes 1 black die per rank of convincing demeanor from her deception and skullduggery checks.
And
That's 3 black die down.
And you have that on your skill already, right? Where it says -3 VOK?
Maybe, let me go look. I'm looking through what I have to make sure. Yes, and I have a 1 advantage.
Okay, perfect. I thought you did. I just wanted to check because there is, in fact, a single black die in play on this.
Well, I think I got rid of it, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
3 times over.
All right. Then.
Damn!
Hey, look
2
at that.
triumphs.
So,
Jesus Christ,
Lachelle
we finally did something right, guys.
immediately says some remark that makes this guy snap to attention. You know, he immediately snaps to attention, realizing, you know, superior officer on the vehicle here. And, you know, he will have no pause at hitting the button that will lower the gate to let you guys through and announce you're there so you won't be interfered with. But more importantly, some awesome, cool stuff is happening. What is happening with your 2 advantage and 2 frickin' triumphs?
Help me out, guys. What are some things that we need for this plan to be successful that this guy can help us with?
I like the suggestion that's there. Because if we come out this way, it makes it easier for us to just walk past him, essentially. We'd be like, oh, hey, we're not the ones you're looking for.
True.
So the triumph, fool the target?
Yep. Could do that with one of them.
All right, I would like to engage that.
Okay, so on your way back, you'll have no interference.
For the other,
Can we do
triumph.
something, guys? Do you think something would be good about him, like notifying, like the next person that we're supposed to interact with, something like that, notifying them, or doing something to make it easier for us for future?
You could always do the whole call ahead and fast track our entrance so we don't get delayed.
Do you guys think that that's a worthwhile use of a triumph, or should we try something different?
Okay.
My other suggestion was going to be that based on our passes, we are directed to a level of the garage that has access to the base and no cameras.
Wow. And no cameras. Wow. Just, you know, not real specific or nothing.
We need the room with no cameras. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I mean, it is kind of suspicious when you see.
Well, this is an Imperial base where they take people to disappear, you know.
That's true.
Yeah.
They Guantanamo Bay people in this place. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. So I'm sure there's some
but we
stuff.
did steal officers' uniforms, not just grunt uniforms.
Yeah,
so
you're all officers in the vehicle.
That's true.
Why make the officers responsible for making people disappear go through an entrance with record keeping on it? No, we want them coming in the quiet way.
Though I do like your suggestion there, Golda. You know, the whole fast track your way in the building. But that's
Right.
just me.
Like I think that would be a way for the Triumph to really show how successful it is.
Sure.
Didn't you know Commander Jorison is here? Make sure we don't get bothered at check-in points.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
let's
that's
use that
just
we're going
it.
to fast track our way in.
Okay, so you basically, as this guy snaps to and immediately acknowledges your authority, he hits his little heel down, and the guy in the kiosk hits the gate drop button as the three little pylons drop down. And you pretty much tell him to make sure that we're not bothered at any check-in station in your best Imperial core accent. As he immediately gives a Imperial salute and says, "Yes, sir. I will do my best." As you know, they totally gesture and they radio in the command codes to help get you in really quick and unconvenienced.
Great. And can I use the advantage to give somebody a blue on our next action?
You can do exactly that.
Right.
Who
I
would
would
you
like
like to
that.
give the blue to?
Oh, I have to give it to a particular person? I can't just say for the next person to go?
For one advantage,
One will get you the next person.
the next
Two will
person
get
that
you a
does the dice
specify.
roll. So that way you can save it. It means you can totally give it to yourself.
Right, but I can give it to, because I have two, I can give it to two people if I call them out by name.
Well, the next person to roll is costs one. So if you just want to say the next one of us to do something gets one, or you can say I give it to myself since I'll need to talk next time for two. You know, so a specific person for two.
Yeah, two
That
allows
way
you
it's
to
not
assign
being
one's
waste.
just next.
Because if you say one for the next, it could be someone's driving roll that it gets used on. Or you can say, because I lied so good with that deception, I'm going to give myself a blue on my next check to lie at the next place.
Yeah, let's do that. Because my rolling has been for shit. So
Okay,
if we, like, I was really anxious about this not working when it's your very first thing we're trying to do. Right? We get fucking arrested at the very beginning of our adventure.
Blaster shots and mission failed in the first 5 seconds.
Right? I'm going to do that.
Okay, so you basically, you're so in your character's cover, you've got that extra blue dice from your chin is up, you're wearing this uniform, not it wearing you. You know, you've got a master of the character that you're playing here. You totally are basing her on somebody you know. Okay, so immediately you guys see the entranceway. You know where the entranceway is to the parking. You can find a nice discreet-ish parking spot, unless someone's going to go out of their way with a perception to make sure it's extra discreet.
Who's got the good perception?
Well, anybody can try.
Yeah,
I've got.
I think I already have an individual that's better than others.
I have 2 yellow and 1 green.
I have 1 yellow and 4 green.
Ooh.
I got my dedication, so my cunning is now up to 5.
All right then, there we go.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Right. You ready for me? Here comes perception.
Damn. Okay, so I'm assuming you're looking for a spot that has very little surveillance, right?
Oh yes.
Okay, so you find the 2 dead spots and you pick the better of the two, so that way you could get in the vehicle and out of the vehicle without really alerting, the cameras to it. What did you want for that one advantage, if anything?
I'm clawing back a strain because I was up to 9 strains, so 9 out of 11 strains. So I'm clawing back 1.
How did you get so much strain?
Because some of my abilities, I have to spend strain in order to do it.
Oh.
I'm like, and apparently it looks like Lachelle is maxed on strain. So remember, you guys should be at zeros.
Start from
Oh, I'm
zero
at the other
up.
direction.
Yeah, you
I thought,
shouldn't.
I
Your
thought
bar
the
should
13
be.
strain was how much I had.
That's how much you max out at. So after so you start at 0 and you work your way up because you can go over your threshold.
Mhm.
Oh, I've
We
been
have
doing
played
it
the
the
other
other
direction.
direction. That I have
We have-
13, and as I use them, I go down. That's okay. I'll switch it.
Yeah.
If
We
you're
have
letting me
done
know.
Last
the
game we
other
were doing
way
it that
in
way.
other games, yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because you all have 0 hit points, but some of you have max strain, so I knew that didn't look right. Like, where are you guys? Oh, you guys are in the city picture. Boom, there we go. Now you can see your tokens on the map.
Do what?
What map are you talking about?
You were on the afternoon, evening sky map.
So you go to my Master of Shadows ability, which allows me to decrease the difficulty of the next stealth or skullduggery gorilla. Cost me 2 strain to do that.
Jim, I'm on the Bothan map.
Yep.
Yep,
A Rebel
that's where you
Spies
should
map.
be now.
Yep. Okay.
Because you have miniatures on that map. On
See.
the other one, you didn't.
Mhm.
Okay. Not really a map or a page, but that's okay.
Who's this, please?
That is an Imperial probe droid.
Why is there an Imperial probe droid in this meeting with us?
Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep,
Unless
beep,
you're
beep.
friends with Steamy, get the fuck out.
Because
See,
they're
Golda,
teeny and
it's okay.
tiny and cute.
It's okay because those are our doubles. We're really down here.
Right?
Oh, okay.
We'll see, the ones
feel
down at
safe
the
then.
bottom are the backups for when you guys accidentally delete the ones at the top. That way I don't have to recreate them. Okay, so you guys find a
Alright.
discrete parking spot, and you clearly see the lines that point to the lift to go down to the reception area of the base. You guys are all acting as Imperial officers, right? I'm assuming?
Well, of
Yep.
course.
As we see you guys, heading out there. Is there any equipment on your persons that does not normally look like Imperial gear? Rather than the belt and the sight and the holster from a 1940s movie.
I mean, nothing that people can see. I mean, I've got a holdout pistol. That's not going to be something
Visible.
that people are going to see.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got my holographic image disguiser on, but that doesn't show up.
Right.
Do you have it turned on?
Yes.
What does it look like?
I look like the Imperial officer whose suit I'm wearing.
Okay.
Oh,
What
All
about
my stuff's hidden.
what about see me?
Sorry, I was talking on mute.
Hmm.
I look like a prototypical Imperial protocol droid.
Okay. So you guys all get into the lift, you see a little token security there.
And Jim, I do have my data goggles with me, by the way.
Are you wearing them? Not that you can see them through your holographic disguise.
Not actively wearing them at the moment, no.
Okay. Got them hanging around your long old neck.
Yep. Either that or up on my forehead.
And immediately Lachelle, steps forward in the reception office that's there, immediately just acknowledges with a salute and lets you guys go walking past as your boot heels are clacking on the Duracrete floors. So where are you heading first? As you walk in, you clearly see there's the reception area, very wide hallway. I mean, this hallway, you could walk 10 abreast in parade fashion down these big hallways. There is a recreational area off to the side for having lunch and coffee type of deal.
So I do believe when we got the map, we were also able to identify where we would find Jorah. We couldn't locate Agent Vox or Vax or Vag or whatever the hell his name was. we couldn't locate him, but we did find our defector. So I would say we are going to make a mostly straight line there, looking for somewhere along the map that's on that path to access a terminal or two without drawing much attention.
Okay, so you basically guys are walking through the base as a little group. Who's in the lead, by the way?
I would say that Lachelle is in the lead because she is our best talker.
And
So if
who is
anybody's
the highest ranking person in the group?
That would be me. No.
Not me.
Obviously, Simi's in charge.
Lachelle, are you
Right?
comfortable with having the highest rank?
Yeah.
Okay, so Lachelle has the highest rank as well. That is why she is leading us through the base.
Okay, so you guys are heading up, and up ahead, you know from where you got the basic schematics that there's a data terminal. It's basically a little kiosk with 4 data screens, so that way 4 people can be working away there at once. And you guys are walking up for it, and at the moment, as you know, you turn the corner and you're walking towards it, it seems that 4 Imperials are at this little kiosk all at once. You know, it's basically like a little square shape with ATM almost screens on each of the 4 corners. And currently you see there's, you know, like 1 Imperial waiting and then 4 Imperial officers at the kiosk. You know, they have their data sticks in there and they're typing away on it. It has this very obnoxious screen that flashes your face. Because thank you, Mandalorian.
Can we take a look at the map and identify another group of terminals to go to?
There is another terminal that's further in, but will be past the security checkpoint.
Lachelle, what do you feel more comfortable with? Trying to get all of these guys to get off, or at least one person off of this station so that we can use it, or getting us past the security checkpoint?
And they are made for privacy, so like one person can't see what the person next to him is doing.
All right. What are the ranks of the people that are here, and do I outrank them?
We will say yes. At the moment, you do have a higher echelon rankage on your uniform than theirs seem to have from what you see from a casual glance.
And Jim, while she's doing that, do we need to go through that security checkpoint to get to where Jaren is?
Ooh. Eventually, yes.
So, Lachelle, with that information, should we wait and not bother with this one and just go to the next one?
I feel like that's not a bad idea. Right. Like, we have to do it anyway?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to bypass this one and go to the checkpoint.
Yeah, why cause a scene here that could be memorable when we have to get through the checkpoint anyway, so.
You just play the impetuous officer and be like,
yeah,
right.
Stand there.
that draws attention to our faces, whereas if we just go walking by, they're less likely to look at us, I think.
Agree.
As almost seamlessly you all kind of break and turn and step in unison to continue on to the security checkpoint. As you get to, you walk up and you see the security checkpoint just as you anticipated it. You see 2 KX droids and 2 officers, and you know the very intimidating KX droids from Rogue One. You know, or Mandalorian if you like to think of them as the Terminators. They're even more intimidating in Mandalorian. As you walk up, and the security officer there definitely pops a salute to Lachelle and proceeds to pull out his data pad and asking for the nature of your visit. And please present your information.
So this is Golda. We use the Triumph for this to be
You
quicker pass through for us.
Yeah,
What do I
you've
do
already,
to make that happen?
so you've already done that. You're in the base now. You're like deep in the base.
Got it. Okay. Right. So I step up and
Haven't
I
extend this far.
very briefly nod to acknowledge their salute and pass my documents over.
Okay, and I will give you a blue dice for your disguises, and a blue dice because you did call ahead. See, it's nice when you call ahead saying you're coming on base. So you're
Right.
already on the VIP list. Give me your deception check.
Okay.
As the Mission Impossible theme song starts. Dum dum dum
Bum,
dum
bum,
dum
bum,
dum
bum,
dum
bum,
dum
bum, 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 bum,
dum
bum.
Excellent.
Just a little bit of sweat.
Right.
Okay, as the guy immediately looks and says, "Everything is in order. Is there anything I can do for your visit here, sir?" And he snaps, and the other guy immediately snaps. And then you hear the two KX droids put their hands at their side at attention with the awkward servo noise and clink of the metal limbs. And as that clink happens, you take 1 point of strain from the stressful situation.
All right.
And they're basically genuinely offering, is there anything they can do to assist this visit, sir?
I'm trying to think of how to phrase that I want them to kind of smooth my way, but I'm trying to think of what I can do. How would we do that?
Are you asking for an escort?
No, God, no.
Well, that would be the easiest way to smooth the way.
Okay. But if we, where, guys, really quick, where are we trying to go for the start of our thing? We had 4 objectives. We are now looking for Vox, right?
No, Vox is the bottom of our
Oh, no,
list.
we're looking for Jura.
We are heading towards Jura. Full information along the way to Jura. Before reaching him, we wanted to access terminals to try to assess whether or not he is a double agent, and also possibly complete 2 of our other objectives.
Okay, so we're gonna want that. We aren't gonna want a escort for this particular piece.
Correct.
And the second officer looks kind of sad and disheveled that you didn't ask for him to escort you, because he would have loved to have the job rather than standing here. As immediately he whips out his data pad and says, if you're needing to use the access terminals in the officers section of the base, I will make sure one of those is prepared. And he totally whips out his data pad, pulls out one of his little data spikes out of his pocket, those cute little chalk holders, which is what the original data spikes were, and he sticks it in his data pad and hands it to you. This should allow you any access that you require in the system. Your command codes will get you anything else you need. As you look at Simi, know that Simi is your command codes.
Right?
Yes, yes, they are.
I resemble
That
that.
allow us to access the. Okay, so one of the operators passed us a data stick that's in a pad. This should allow us to access.
Well, it's
the
just
system?
a data stick, a data spike.
He programmed it.
Yeah, he basically put in clearance codes so that you just tap it to the console and it unlocks the console for you.
Okay, perfect.
Basically,
Thank you.
it saves Simi a hacking roll to get into the system.
Great.
And the doors go shoosh and open up for you guys.
Right. So I thank this person by their rank and keep moving.
The lieutenant beams with pride, looks over at the other guy and gives him the nod with the winky face of, "Hey, we're fast tracked. Officer candidacy school. We're gonna be high ranking officers someday."
Someday your ship will come in.
Hey, look, our ship is taking us onto the Death Star.
Ooh, a trip to Alderaan.
This is going to be a great job. Okay, so you guys go
Yay, the
walking
Death
in.
Star.
Your boots echo down the hallways as you see little groups of 3 and 4 walking by, obviously doing their daily chores. The occasional little mouse droid goes. "Bam, bam, 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 bam."
Great.
As you guys get up to the kiosks, you can see that there's just one officer on one side of it, leaving 3 sides completely free to you. Is there any preference?
I'm the one that is across from that person.
Okay, the one that is the furthest from
we
that person.
yes, we have privacy shields, but I'm also going to pretend like I'm at this when actually Simi is going to be doing something.
Simi's gonna like cleverly stick into the little socket while you're
Right.
pretending to be typing.
Yes.
Like into a
So
dirty
I want
socket.
it to not be obvious that I have a vertical droid who's next to me, clearly, because they're my assistant, and they should be. But I should be the person using the system, not them.
What? You let your droid do the light work. Keeps you from having to carry
Exactly.
a data pad around. So
And it
you,
allows
That's
me
true.
to record directly for you.
I'm
That's true.
assuming
That's true. Okay,
you're putting the data
so I
spike
will
in.
step up, put the data, like pass the data spike to see me, and like with a brief nod of my head gesture to the console.
Okay. Well, if you want, you can personally stick the data spike in. It's just a little pin, basically, that goes into a little cap hole.
Yes, but what if Simi wants to do something else with it first? Like lift the data off the top, like what the codes are off the top.
Ooh.
I don't know what she wants or they want to do with it. Like that's I
Okay.
have zero skills in hacking a computer. I don't know what Simi can do with it.
Okay.
Yeah, we can extract the copies of the for future reference.
Are you going to do that? Is the
Also,
question.
well, and I also want to see if it's flagged, like for tracking and that. I mean, like if it's being
Okay.
actively.
Give me a slicing roll. Simi's rolling like a bazillion dice, and
Hey.
she's thrashing me for using 1 upgrade on an average roll. Okay, so if you would like, I will give you for 3 advantages. You can copy it.
Yes, I will copy it.
And when you check it, it basically is flagged. So when you put it into the console, it will flag that it's been assigned to the major here. Her name will of course pop up when you check it that she's been assigned this information, and it gives base access without requiring any passwords. If you want to
Okay.
do anything crazy, would definitely require some slicing.
Okay, I do. I want to do some. I want to. I would like to. It's sort of like I guess you'd be. I'm going to be doing 2 things sort of at the same time, if this is possible. Basically, what I'd like to do is she'd be doing some type of innocuous general search that would not garner any attention, but hidden in the background is actually a I'm doing all the the
nefarious
searches
stuff.
that we don't want them to flag. That basically the subterfuge stuff that we're doing not to be noticed by being covered by an innocuous search.
Okay, I'll give you a.
And I flip the light side.
blue dice for that, since you're basically bluffing the search engine at the same time.
Uh-huh. So I get an upgrade, and I have -3 black.
-3 black. Gee, and here I was about to put some black dice in there because they're actively
Yeah.
watching the system right now.
Put the black dice in. Just let me.
Just take
Yeah.
them right back out.
She should have everything already set up there.
Uh-huh.
You ready?
Yep, so I've got it. As you begin, you stick your little port in the port, and it starts doing the
Woohoo!
Okay,
I
so
succeeded.
Wow, those purple dice were mean.
those are some
Yeah.
super mean purple dice.
But fortunately, I had the boost, so I still. So for the advantage, can I just make sure that they didn't flag nothing? I mean,
Okay.
as a matter of fact, but that was actually what I already was asking. Well, we get all of our information that we wanted,
It's
Mm.
quicker.
but no, they definitely didn't flag anything.
Okay, for 3 advantage, you got in and got out, and there is 0 trail of what you've been looking for. So the
So-
information that you've got so far with this one
Hold it.
success is you
Don't
have the
turn it on.
location of your assassination target. He is currently in his office. He's in an
Oh,
office.
wait a minute,
with-
wait a minute, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That wasn't our primary search.
The person we wanted to find more than anything is Juritanic.
Yeah, we know where he is. What we wanted to find out was, is he a double
Traitor.
agent or is he legit? After that, we wanted to be able to implant disinformation about rebel cells. And then if we successfully accomplish both of those, then we worry about Vox.
Okay, so for this first attempt with the one success, what is it you're looking for? And I'll be honest, the first thing Gunter said is probably not something you're going to find on a computer file, because
No.
that's the worst counter espionage ever if you're putting it on the server, that if you is or is you ain't a spy.
Ultimately, we're getting him for whoever, and it's up to them to determine his level of, once we turn him over.
Ultimately, but yes, they asked us to try to find out before leaving. So that's why it's a secondary objective. So then we move on to
And some of that might be, us talking to him is like, especially,
Yeah.
I have some skills to, talking to him and get an idea of, what kind of person he is.
Me
D&D
too.
in D&D terms, Golden and I can be doing sense motive and stuff on him.
I have secret.
And then there is always the very, very, very spy movie-ish aspect of, you can give him a great chance to betray you and see if he takes it.
Right.
So what is See Me slicing for? What was that roll that just happened?
So knowing that we're not going to be able to find information in the system, and Sammy, you can override me, of course, but our secondary objective was to plant disinformation in the system and find out anything else we can about operations here.
Can I also posit? We're supposed to find Jura and try to get them out of here. Where are they?
He's in that room right there on the map.
Yep.
He's pretty deep into the facility.
Okay.
You're basically heading that direction because besides the computer console, he's the only location you're zeroing in on right now.
Okay, great. As long as we already know where we're headed.
So, See Me has the success. What are we going for here? Kelly?
I'm still waiting for consensus.
As all these Imperial officers start kibitzing each
Is it
other.
9 yet?
right?
Well, I'm sure that it's going to be one or the other. You're either planting or you're getting information.
Yeah, which one is a priority?
Which is the higher priority, though?
Gunter, make a command decision.
I mean, that's totally a command decision because getting the guy out of here is the highest thing. Locating your
Planting-
target would be my Republic Intelligence Bureau point of view. Is the assassination is the next important, but that's high command. I'm totally biased.
Of course you are, because you want us to get into a fight where we're going to get our asses kicked.
I would have said load Simi's secret compartments with explosives, and worst comes to worst, detonate the droid.
Ugh.
Good Lord.
Wow, that's a bit extreme.
That's
Where
just me.
you-
I'm also
So-
Republic Intelligence. I'd also surgically implant explosives into you guys to make sure, too.
So, Simi, I would say the more important of the two is, rather than trying to gather information, sowing disinformation, especially because it may aid in our escape. If you screw with patrol schedules and things like that, clear some other prisoners' records so that they will be released, that kind of thing. All good stuff. Disinformation over gathering information.
Let's do that then.
Okay, so be mindful, you have a single success. So what kind of, air quotes, disinformation are we sowing? Is this something as simple as, you're changing some names on suspected rebel cell units? So it's loyal imperialists? Are you clearing some
That's where I would go.
records? Are you... What
How
is
about
the
we-
disinformation?
All of those sound fine to me, so you guys pick.
Well, I would think that maybe deleting something.
That's
Okay,
fine.
what are you deleting?
Well,
Records of
us, or do we
no,
want
not
to
of
go?
us.
You guys
They
have
don't
been
know who.
successful. You just have code names that you can identify.
Right.
Yeah,
If we can identify where they're holding a few other rebels, clear the records they have on those rebels.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, so conveniently, you've got the information of a rebel cell group that's currently on the shit list, which we will totally say just happens to be the unit that your commanding officer here is aware of, because remember, you each know a different rebel cell on the planet. That's how the cell system works. So you're going to clear his contact group of any, basically look at their names and just delete any record of their names whatsoever.
Yeah.
sounds good.
Okay, so now immediately off-site somewhere, there's this mission successful words that go up when there's some guys scouting out your friends and they're now deleted in the system. So it's as if they never existed.
If they didn't, I don't
At
know what you're
least-
talking about.
At least according to the ISB.
Obviously, there would have been a record if there had been.
Obviously, somebody
Just
was
saying.
mistaken. Thought they saw something they didn't.
Okay, so now that you've done that at the console, what is the group's
Someone
plan
will get-
next?
So after we've done that, we need to start making our way to Jaren.
See.
Okay. So you guys totally go, because you know the path already, and start heading towards the different departments. You clearly see ISB, internal security, little placard, and you're going towards his office in that direction. According to the map you showed, what's his office is a group office with 4 desks. Totally looks like your classic TV show detective desks, or at least according to the blueprints. And as you go up there, you see the door is, of course, open, because why would you close the doors of the office? And as you kind of look and glance, you see there's 2 desks currently occupied and 2 very busy looking desks that are empty.
Is our person one of the people sitting here?
Lachelle, give me a perception check. As you're in the lead, you poke your head in the door first.
Okay, okay.
It's a good time for me to use one.
I mean, it is because I have about a 3 in 400% chance of perceiving anything. Hey, look at that.
You take a point of strain as you do that long peek in the doorway, and you're not quite sure if who you need is there. You need to get inside the office to see the nameplates on the table. They're just small enough font that you can't read them from the doorway. So are you heading inside? Since you are in the lead of your band?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys step in, and as soon as they see the major, all of a sudden, both of the guys put down with their data pads and whatever they're working on, and they both stand up and give the major a salute. Do you return their salute, sir?
I do the traditional nod of barely acknowledging anybody other than myself, which is what I've noticed officers tend to do.
AFK minute. Bio break.
Say it again.
And as the 4 of you and droid walk in the room, what do you say?
Okay, so now that I'm in the room, I can read the signs at people's desks. Is Jura at one of the desks?
He is definitely on the inside-most desk. You see his nameplate loud and proud, and you see he's got a very incredibly organized desk. All the other 3 desks are kind of working desks, so they got, some personal items and some stuff kind of flopped around. His desk is meticulously clean, with 0 personal objects on the desk.
All of my radars just went off. What do you guys think?
Well, I mean, it's odd, but not, unheard of.
I mean, remember, you do know
there's
he's
lots
being
of
sent
psychos who don't have anything
off-world
on their
shortly.
desks.
It could just be he's packed up early, because remember, he is being shipped out.
That's true.
Or you can be suspicious. I'm good with either or.
Well,
but we should always be suspicious.
Always healthily suspicious, but not enough to stop or delay our actions. So proceed with our plan.
Yes, we want to stop short of being paranoid, but suspicious is okay.
I have a question. When I am I'm in my career space, and I am using something that's called an grade of my base ability. Are those something that I have to, are they active or are they passive? It doesn't say.
What is the ability again?
Secret. Notice one important detail that a chosen character would prefer to conceal.
Ooh, and what's that talent called?
Say it again.
What talent is that?
My unmatched insight base ability.
And what does it say to use it?
So I have to use my unmatched insight to activate secret.
Okay.
No, I'm asking a question. Is that true?
I don't know. Are you referring to a talent? That's what I'm asking. Is what is this ability?
I'm on my talent tree, and I'm in career diplomat. It is page 15 of 35 of the AOR talent tree that you shared with me.
Okay, let me open that up. So it should say, is this like your super ability?
Yes.
Then it should say you have to like spend a story point or something. Let me pull it up real quick.
Okay.
And it was page 17, you said?
15.
15.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
so for the
base ability
diplomat,
should tell you.
you have, and
What-
it's the unmatched insight, right?
Yes.
So once per game session, during an encounter or scene involving one or more other sentient creatures, a character may spend 2 destiny points. The character immediately becomes aware of the emotional state and basic histories of up to 3 chosen participants. And then
Okay.
there's additional options that you can buy, which I don't know if you have
So
any.
we have. So if I use the 2 destiny points to activate unmatched insight, do I automatically get secret because it doesn't say that there's anything to activate secret?
Okay, so secret is further on down the tree. So you see where they're
Those
Uh-huh.
are
on the
expanded
far.
powers.
Yeah, those. So you have frequency, which means it can be used twice per game, and you have
Huh?
secret. I'm assuming that's the direction you went with straight down.
Yeah, that's what I did.
So secret also, on top of that, you get the up to 3 participants emotional states and basic histories. You also get, notice one important detail that a chosen character would prefer to conceal. So one of the 3 people you pick, you also get that secret.
Right. Yeah.
So
Basically, those all add to the top skill.
they all boost the thing in
Right.
red. So all the
Okay.
things below it make the thing in red part stronger. So
Yeah.
are you spending 2 destiny points?
Yes, I would like to do that unless the team feels, because this is one of our
Do
important
your-
objectives, is to find
do
out if
your-
this person really
Do your
is
thing.
on our
Do
side
it.
or not.
Do it.
Okay, so
Ooh.
I am going to activate unmatched insight. And you said there's 2 people in here with us?
There's one other person besides your team. So there's the person you're picking up and one other person at their desk.
So there's 2 people in here beside us.
Yep.
Okay, I would like to have unmatched insight ping off of both of them.
Okay.
Spending
And
points.
how do I do that?
So just click the
Use light
destiny
side.
twice. Two
Yeah,
light
use
side points.
No. Oh no.
Oh, I went the wrong way. Sorry. Erase those. I clicked the wrong button. I'm sorry. Can you erase those for us?
That's okay. You added 1 dark and 2. It's fine. See,
Yeah,
I'll just
just
do
use 2
that,
destiny
and now it's
points.
back in balance. So go
Okay, so
ahead
now
and
I
click use light side
use
twice. Yeah. So there's your 2 destiny points.
Okay.
So pick up to 3 targets in this room. You can even use it against your teammates, by the way. It's not like they know you're doing it. You just know it. So is there any one of your teammates you'd like to know about their emotional state or histories?
I think I would like to know Brit's history.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I feel like this will help me be a better teammate for Prit
Okay.
because I feel like there's not a connection here yet.
Well, that and
So I feel like if
shapeshifters, they're
I
hard.
know a little bit more, it will help me to connect.
So, Prit, what is your current emotional state and any basic histories you would like to reveal to her?
Well, let's see. Right now, she's just calm and taking it all in, ready to jump in and assist on the meeting. So she's just keeping a calm, cool demeanor. Basic history. She basically grew up on in hut space and was
What?
So
what?
you're totally
I was giving you a hard time.
you've totally picked up on a hint of Huttese in almost every disguise Prit uses.
Yes.
Okay.
And she's born into into crime and to smuggling, and and has been she's a low life scum who's trying to do better.
All right.
Now, which one are you wanting to get the secret from? Not that I don't know the answer to this, but I have to ask to be fair.
100% from Jura.
Okay, so we will end with Jura in your immediate moment where you're doing the mind palace thing. The Sherlock putting in all the clues. You're picking up on the key body languages, the tones of voice. And the other officer sitting at the ISB desk, you completely are picking up he had a hint of Ord Mantell accent. So he's definitely not from one of the core Imperial worlds. And
The
you
hint of what? I'm sorry. Hint of
an
what?
accent from the planet Ord Mantell.
Okay.
It's one of the planets that a lot of scum and villainy come from. But it's totally an Imperial world. And you notice he has family pictures on the desk. He obviously has 2 children and a beautiful wife. And there's this, small beach scene that's on the planet Ord Mantell. So he's definitely not a local here or from Coruscant. So he's not a core Imperial person. And he is exceptionally nervous. You're picking up it's not just an officer walked into our office nervous. He is further nervous than that as his emotional state. And then when we get back to our main target for his evacuation, his emotional state is he is excited, but he is repressing it amazingly well. He's totally, it's that 3:59 on the last day before summer vacation antsiness, but he is concealing it amazingly well. He is more excited than he should be to have a bunch of Imperial officers walk into his office. Maybe he thinks something's up. Maybe she's not sure. And you are definitely getting from his desk how it is meticulously clean. We're talking like the stainless steel is evenly polished. We're talking OCD clean. And more so, you picked up his accent was he does have the Imperial core accent. He was probably born and bred on the capital planet. From his posture to his tone of voice to his, casualness of what he's trying to exude as a cover, which your keen senses has easily pierced. And now, what was the other thing you wanted?
A secret that they would prefer to keep from me.
I'm just a jerk having to ask that again because I want to draw
That's okay.
it out for a pause. But, Lachelle, you have no doubt in your mind that this is a trap to catch you all.
All right.
You think this guy is a fake and not attempting to turn himself in. In your heart of hearts, that is what you suspect.
Wrong office.
Yep. So I glance around and I pull a name that I saw in the rosters when Simi was flipping through, who's in approximately the same sort of position as this group.
Okay.
And I'm going to glance around and say, is Lieutenant Hoffman present?
As they both look at each other, and now is Hoffman one of the other 2 desks? Because remember, there are the 2 empty desks currently.
No.
As they
Totally
kind of
different room.
look at each other, and I'm sorry, but Officer Hoffman is not in this wing of internal security. You may in fact be in the wrong place. As he says that, you pinch the questioning in his tone.
Indeed.
I glance back at Simi and I raise an eyebrow. I'm like, droid, take me to Lieutenant Hoffman's office. And I step out and I start walking away.
Ooh.
Like I step out of the room and like clearly
Sorry.
I'm
Apologies.
irritated with this droid.
Apologies. Let me correct the situation.
As these two officers in their office look over at Prit and Tozen, and there's this confused group of eyeballs looking at each other like, what was that all about?
Right.
Yeah. I just wait until the others get out, and I follow immediately after at the end there.
And as soon as you guys leave, you hear the chairs make a noise, and both these guys sit back down and get back to what they were doing. As one of the guys goes, well, you just hear as you guys are walking in the hall, what was that all about?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Okay, as you guys are walking
And so
out of the hallway.
as we're walking away, I glance over at Tozen. I lift an eyebrow and shake my head slightly.
Ooh.
Yeah. So obviously that was a terrible spend of the 2 destiny points. What a waste.
All right.
Don't know why we did that.
Oh man, I could have so much fun with that.
Yeah,
I know. I'm super excited about this new skill that I have.
He's all like, damn it. Why did you get that skill?
As she's like, his chrono, it totally had a panic button on it. It's a trap.
Now, I was going to go down the other path and go to making it cheaper to throw up, to pass it out. And I was like, wait a minute, secret sounds really good for what we're doing.
It sounds really good.
No, that worked out perfect. You rock.
Immediately you acknowledge that he's wearing concealed body armor on his uniform, and he seemed to have a chrono with a panic button on it.
So
you know it's a trap.
We are 100% sure that was Jorah Tannic and not someone that they have the real Jorah Tannic being held in a cell somewhere, and that was an impersonator.
Well, the person that was at his desk with his nameplate.
Did we have a picture that we could use to identify him?
Yes, you did have his personnel photos. So the person you just saw totally matches the personnel photo.
Unless they're using shapeshifters.
Or
the Empire
surgery.
would not be using shapeshifters. If anything, holographic displays, but Simi should have been able to possibly see through that if she thought to look.
Well, she was feeling his emotions and everything, so I think she, picked up who it is and what it was through that skill.
Yep. All right, so now we turn our attention to eliminating Agent Vox, I guess.
Okay.
Or Vex, Agent Vex. That's his name.
Well, you're having a hard time with that poor guy.
Right? It's because I haven't really looked at the notes, so I knew it was a 3-letter V name, which is why I kept going with various 3-letter V names.
Mr. V. We'll just refer to him as Mr. V for now on.
I told myself that they were vexing. That's how I remembered their name. They're vexing and we need to get rid of them.
All right, well. Let's eliminate. I can do that.
Okay.
Right? Please, somebody else start rolling. My threat made me very anxious.
How are you going to locate him in this very large place?
Well, I remember from earlier that he's in his office.
That was information you opted not to get off the slicing. But yes, he is in fact at his office during office hours. The question is, amongst the 500 people on this base, where is his office?
Again, we need a computer terminal.
And by chance, we walked right by it just now.
Right?
Yes, you are walking right past it. Is that what the direction you're heading?
Steamy, can you get on another terminal and find Vex for us?
Is there a terminal nearby?
You're walking back to the terminals that you were just at a moment ago.
Okay, let's do it.
Are you using the duplicated, because remember the data spike was only good for one use. Are you using your duplicated code, or are you going to try to hack into it?
What do you guys think? Should I hack it or use the... Because, I mean, it might flag if I'm using the same code that was a one-time use kind of thing.
Yep. Yeah, so I would try to hack it.
Hack it, but I can use the base code of that one to grant another, but not, reporting back to the thing. So
Sure. Go ahead and try to hack it, and I'll throw you a blue.
okay.
How are you helping her hack?
Because I prepared for the mission using my knowledge.
Ooh, that's a good use. And I'm giving you a blue as well since you studied the base code on the data spike.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So he gave her a coding sequence that he identified, and she's able to figure out another in the sequence that would be appropriate.
Yeah. It's an old code, but it's still a good one.
Right.
All right, you ready?
Yep. Hey, look at that. Oddly enough, my black dice do nothing because see me. Okay.
Right.
So you slice into the computer, you get in there and kind of realize, hey, you had no problem getting into the system. Your little jack turned once and twice and boom, the system comes up. So what is it you're looking for?
Ooh.
The location. Okay, go ahead.
Use that advantage for it.
I mean, do you want to do that or you want to look for more information?
I would say find out as much information as you can with that about his whereabouts and any guards he has or anything like that. Or, yeah.
Well, for the just advantage unlocking needed information, you know for a fact he is currently listed on Outlook as available in his office, and you have the office number.
And it took no time at all.
little closer past the security section that you guys went through, so you can head back out the way you came in, and then you basically have to take like a left turn and head off to his department.
Okay, let's do it.
Did you want any more information? Or are you good with that?
Do you give us all the information you want?
Would you like to know more?
We would like to know more.
I was going to say, yeah. Would you like to know more? Yes, I want to become a citizen.
Oh, I love you, awesome nerds.
Citizenship is its own reward.
Yes, tell me how to become a citizen.
So, Simi, are you going to hack further or try to do something fancy? Or are you just going to take the info you got and head off?
Well, do you guys want anything fancier? I mean...
I'd rather just go get it done instead of
everyone is
pushing
terrified.
Right. Can you use can you use the advantage or something to bring down your strain? It looks like yours cleared.
The advantage is what she used to get that information.
Right.
This was her just turning on the computer to get into it. She didn't even have to hack further to get the answer.
Yeah, she just barely stuck her probe in, made it 2 turns, and got the answer and was done.
He's currently at his office, and he's in office AA12. Which means you totally can just follow the numbers on the corridors to get there.
I say we move. I don't know that we need to push for anything more.
Y'all
I
are
would agree.
terrified. I'm going to start hitting some dark side points and make some action happen.
We'll have plenty when we get there.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys are proceeding to follow the hallway. You're acting super casual. You hear the Mission Impossible theme song in the background, and every now and then you turn around and it's actually Simi using her vocator.
It's all real low and hush.
At a low subsonic level that only most droids can hear it.
It's like we just every once in a while catch a little hint, like what? Wait.
As you guys turn a corner and you see stenciled on the wall, suspect detention area, and conveniently the third door is listed as AA1-10. And you do notice it does have a security pad to enter. Now the question is, do you knock on the door? Or do you see if someone wants to mechanics the pad or slice the pad?
I can, if you want to try to slice the pad, it's a little bit better than my mechanics, but I can mechanics the
Yeah.
pad.
And by mechanics the pad, I'm talking you would have to pull the panel off and start doing some maintenance on the
Oh
map.
yeah, we definitely want to slice it.
Officers don't do that.
Much quicker.
Right.
All of a sudden, the janitor comes around going, "What are you doing? That's my job."
It's my job. I'm an officer.
Okay.
You get out of here.
So immediately the pad shows that the door is in the locked form, and there's a little call button if you want to click to have somebody on the inside respond. But instead, Simi's going to go straight for the slice.
Yes.
And as I say that all slow and quiet, there's your chance to spend a light side point. And that is the sound of her chance
Slow.
disappearing.
Slice the knife.
Well, we already have.
That's
We
all
now
right.
have
I
balance to
trust
the
her
force.
ability. She's all good.
Yep.
Okay. Also, hold on. I have an ability.
And as she's preparing that slice, is our fearless leader telling anybody what to do as the moment's about to happen?
Let's get in there. Let it be a quick, clean kill.
And does
Okay,
anyone pull out your holo map and compare what's going to be in the
because
inside of the door?
I'm going to use my master slicer. I'm going to
Okay.
take 2 strain and lower the difficulty.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay, there goes one of those dice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Jim, you were saying something
now-
about data map or something?
Yeah, remember you guys have a map of the facility. Is anybody going
To
to
see what's on the other side.
see what's on the other side as she unlocks
Yep.
the door?
Yep. Yes, we are.
So clearly there's
Is it a private office? Is it a group office?
It is a group office. There's 2 desks and something that looks like individual offices. If you want to burn one of those blues, I can tell you what you think those are.
Do it, Kelly. Do it.
Burn what? Oh, you mean the advantage?
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to Tozen.
Oh, one of
I
my
was
blues?
gonna say, I don't.
Yeah.
What time is it? Yeah, we've only got a half hour left. Well, why not? I'll burn my last blue.
You burn your blue. You know for a fact you think that there's cells on the other side of this door. So there's a little open area with 2 desks and then individual office spaces, which you're pretty sure are detention cells.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so when we get in there,
And immediately, Simi goes click, click, and the locked button flickers for a second because she wants it to keep staying locked, I'm assuming, while it is in fact unlocked. And what does Simi want for those advantages?
You know what? Let's go ahead and The next person of us to go to get a blue, and I'm going to take back some strain.
Okay. So, what were you saying there, Tozen?
I was gonna say that me and Melnock will go after Vex, and anyone else who feels they are confident in their shooting ability.
Or fighting ability of some kind.
Fighting ability of some kind. Simi should look into opening the detention cells.
I just made it my bitch, so.
You made the office your bitch. I don't know about
I
the
made the
detention
office.
cells on the inside. Lachelle, your job is to actually know what? No, I will rally anyone inside to join the cause in taking down Vex. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea because I do have their leadership stuff going on.
Do it.
Yeah. Otherwise, and somebody should shut the door behind us when we get in there.
I can actually click a button to shut the door.
That's
I got
perfect.
this, boss. I got it.
That's perfect. Excellent.
Shut and lock.
How about I do it so that I can also ensure that it stays locked until I did get 3 successes. I think they'll.
No, I'd rather have you on the cells because we're not going to want it to stay locked for long. I mean, yeah, we can lock it until you say to unlock it, but if we do that a half an hour from now, there's probably going to be a pretty substantial force on the other side of it, at which point it's pointless to unlock the door anyway.
Yeah, just so we don't have a wander by.
Right.
If they have
Just
to work
reach out
at it,
and
that's fine.
push a button that says close door.
Wow.
What is
Who's
that?
driving? Who's driving with the window down?
Really loud.
Yeah, what are you doing, Gola? Washing your headset?
You have a hand dryer in your bathroom?
Sounds like she must have put it the mic right in front of the fan or something.
Uh-huh. Oh, that works wonderfully. Some tell me when she's back because I muted her.
Wow, that
so
was
did I.
really loud.
It's like, oh.
We all muted her, so then because I also clicked to mute her.
Quick, somebody text her that she's muted so she knows. I mean, I was literally, doing some business, and then I'm like, what the heck?
So has anybody watched the new? I think is it Netflix? I think it's Netflix. It's like cooking dungeon or eating or.
We watched the first episode, but it's funny. I mean, it's cute.
I've seen like the first 2. It's kind of funny. It's like, okay, gotta check it out. What is this? Can't remember the exact name though, off the top of my head.
Dining in Dungeon or something.
Something like that on Netflix, yeah.
It was funny. It's cute.
It's like, hey, it goes back to the old RPG days of you getting all these bits of weird meats off animals. You gotta do something with them.
Right?
that Hunter rolling survival and
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was funny.
I watched the movie How to Be Single over the weekend. That was a really funny one.
I mean, did it at least have a happy ending?
Yeah, for the most part. I suppose it's a matter of perspective, no?
I have.
On a case-by-case situation.
I didn't watch really any movies this weekend. I had Pathfinder Sunday and Nemesis on Monday. That's such a pain in the ass game. Huh?
we watched Echo.
Oh, Echo.
Oh yeah, we knocked off.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Have you guys played Nemesis at all? The board game?
Yes.
Nope. So annoying. But I actually had a clean game. So basically, it's basically Alien.
It's Aliens, yep. Or
The board
Alien.
game.
Yeah. Yep.
So you're basically one of 5 crew members, because the 5th one you wake up and find that, oh gee, they died. So whatever character class doesn't get picked, so there's like the pilot, the captain, the mechanic, the soldier,
Doctor.
the scientist who's in a wheelchair. Each has a different kind of basic weapon loadout. Oh, and a scout. So whoever's not chosen, you find the body dead outside the hibernation chamber. And then you got to figure out what's going on, though you don't recall the layout of the ship. So you have different tile markers that randomly go down for the different areas. And every time you move, you're leaving noise in corridors. So if you have more than one noise occur in a corridor by random roll, then one of the aliens pop out. And you also you start off with 2 missions. One's a personal mission with usually a couple options, or a corporate mission, which usually the corporate missions are ugly.
Mm-hmm.
Player number 3 cannot make it off the ship.
Oh.
Or, and then, so you have a bridge where you have somebody goes up to check where the coordinates are. So theoretically you're wanting to get to Earth, but one of your personal missions might be go to Mars. So you're like, gotta lie, you go look at, like mine was to go to Mars. I'm like, oh, nope, it's on the wrong one. It's taking us to Mars. We need to get to Earth. So then you alter it, and then you have to check 3 engines. 2 of the 3 have to be working, or else the ship blows up if it gets down to the warp time.
Whoops.
And all 3 so depending on your mission. Yeah.
So in this game, typically, what are the chances of survival?
The several
very
times
low.
I've played,
Abysmal.
not good. Because even if you get off, if you've been in combat, the odds are you got an infection card, which you have to use one of those little red plastic lens things to be able to read. So you finally might have made it off the ship, either through a escape pod, or you got into the hibernation chamber and the ship made it without blowing up. Once you're done, then if you have any infection cards, you have to check your infection cards.
Oh.
And
Yep.
and it'll say infected in different spellings, but there's so many that it's actually spelled infection. So if you have any actual infection cards, you put those back in your deck, your working deck, and you shuffle, and you deal out 5 cards. If any of those infection cards are in those 5 cards that are dealt, you die.
Damn.
So you could have thought I got away clean, I'm all good, and I'm gonna win, and nope, never mind.
You thought you were
So
going to
Dave,
win.
do you own this game?
No, one of my friends own it.
I actually own it. I haven't played it. I've played regular Nemesis. I haven't played the expansion Lockdown, but I own it.
That one's a pain in the ass. I like the original better, but Lockdown's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a great game. You're kind of cooperative, mostly cooperative, but there's some underlying stuff that might be going on. So, like mine was to get everybody or get the ship to Mars or go to Earth, but the nest had to be destroyed.
Hey, Jeff, are you back? You're muted.
Oh, sorry. No, I did not realize that I hit mute on accident.
Ah, okay. Then I am ready if Gold is back.
I cannot unmute Golda.
No, she has to unmute herself.
Huh.
Yeah, I hit my mute when Golda had the noise going on, and
Yeah, we can mute her, but you can mute somebody in the call, but I think they have to unmute themselves. So
yeah, I wasn't sure if I was the one making the noise, so
yeah, no.
Oh, I was clicking in the wrong spot. Okay, I'm back.
All right, there we go.
Welcome back.
Do it.
We muted you.
Where's
There
our
was
map?
some loud noise.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I don't know what it was. It's weird, but thank you for muting me instead of just being irritated.
No problem at all. Oh, hey, look. See a lot of grayed out areas.
Ignore the grayed out areas. They mean nothing. So here's the door that you guys are conveniently at. I just noticed how weird the new Roll20 controls are. So many changes.
They're improving.
Well, apparently they now have for GMs, they have the different layers are at a button now. You can click to go from like the GM's layer to the lighting layer, the map layer, or the token layer.
Oh,
nice.
Oh, instead of the drop down that they used to have.
Yeah, they've added some new stuff.
Nice. All right. So we're in this room. Was this the door we came through, or
This is the door you're at that you're about to kick in right there.
Okay.
This door right there.
All right.
I gotta admit, the special effects are working a lot better. I'm like, with all these updates, I'm like, I should see if there's something new. And,
and exciting.
So you guys have the door unlocked.
And as it happens, I kind of go click, click, couple pieces together.
Oh, you are you?
I am.
Mm-hmm.
Though I will say, where is the turn?
Can't find the initiative.
The turn order. It's now like lines and a pencil instead of.
Yeah, that's funky looking.
I'm like that.
All right.
Especially on dark mode. I don't know if it's any different, but weird.
Kind of initiative are we?
So you guys are prepared. So
Excellent.
this would be definitely in your advantage here. So it's more of a cool than a vigilance.
Okay. So, and I will have my my blaster drawn already.
Now, you guys being sneaky about this, or you just like, I'm knocking in the door and going crazy?
Is this and this, are those doors that we have closed currently?
No. Basically, that's why it's grayed out, is this is a long hallway. So if you
Not.
like shoot blaster fire with this door open, you will be heard by other people.
Yeah, no,
So,
we're
yes,
gonna
we
walk
will-
in casual.
Nice and
flying
stealthy,
casual,
stealthy.
And
Okay,
close the door behind us.
just making sure.
Like
So
casual,
I will
guys.
not be going in with my blaster drawn.
Sometimes you got to.
Sometimes you got to. This is not one of those times.
Wow. All right, let's roll this. Not the most particular, but
Wow.
it beats 6 advantage, so.
Damn you, yellow dice.
Oh, look, it's still not sorting it correctly. Okay, so you guys
Sun,
have.
moon, and stars, Jim.
You
Sun,
guys
moon, and
have.
Those colors on the new turn order are hideous.
Yeah.
Fucking baby vomit green with gray text.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's awful. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I didn't even click on the map. How did it do that?
That was me doing that.
Oh, okay.
Something was locked up, so I had to change the color of the outline just to get it to close that button. My fault. I put the turn order too close to everything. So who's going first? Thankfully, now that the button is unlocked, it's just a quick incidental to hit the open button.
I'm happy to go first, but you had made it sound like it was going to be you guys leading.
Melnock, why don't you go first? Don't want to? No?
Well, I'm just trying to think. So we want to all kind of get in before things start really happening, right?
Yep.
So sure, I'll. The door opens. What do I see?
Door opens. You look into this room, and you see 2 Imperial ISB agents sitting at the consoles. Obviously, they're doing, shit like turning up the AC in a cell, turning up the heat in a cell.
All right. Okay,
and
that's
you
weird.
see a droid powered down, but standing there, a KX security droid.
Okay, that's weird. I thought I used to get like a different symbol when I hovered to click and move my character, but now the arrow stays there. So interesting. Okay, I will.
You might have, but they changed a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I will kind of step in importantly and in a timely manner. And as I'm coming in, I'm like, attention on deck.
Ooh, as you say that, and they both get up and they stand at attention.
There you go. March your happy asses in here now.
Who's coming in next?
I was going to say, I can try to sort of, now that all eyes are on Melnock, I can just, come in a stealthy manner so, that I'm not particularly noticed.
You're going to sneak in an open office in full light?
I'll move here.
Are you going to say sneak, sneak, sneak as you walk in?
Yes.
That's how you know it's working.
Yes. No, I'm not going to be saying sneak, but no, I'm going to be everyone's looking at Melnock. Therefore, I can be. It's less being sneaky as unobtrusive.
Okay.
But I'll happily, roll a sneak if I need to.
No, you can just come on in.
All right.
Come on in, the water's fine. And I'm coming in behind them.
Here comes the chief.
Right? 100%. Because of my uniform, I'm assuming when they look, what they will see is my uniform.
Well,
and they will
they're
react to my
expecting
uniform.
somebody. Yes, they're expecting somebody of rank to come in because I called them to attention. So I preceded as a junior.
Yep.
To
Getting
bring
people
them
an
to attention.
opportunity. Yep.
And
And so I want their
Lachelle,
attention on me rather than on the people who are coming in to start some shit.
Yeah, well,
Lachelle,
they're
by the way,
expecting the entourage.
we're missing your initiative because you rolled cool the skill, not cool initiative
Oh.
on the combat tab.
Oh,
I just noticed
Clicked on
that.
thing. Okay.
I'm
All right,
like,
give me one sec. Here I come.
Okay.
nice.
Perfect.
All right, well,
that works
there
out
you
because
step
that
into.
was. Come on in the office as they both salute to the major. Walk on
All
in
right.
the room, Lachelle. As you clearly see, the KX droid is in power down mode. And
yeah, my idea was to draw attention so that the other people who are planning on doing something can get to doing something. I don't know what that something is.
Okay. As both of these guys stand up, and when they do, you notice that this is the gentleman who you are here to have a discussion with. Give him little heart.
Discussion or take down?
The gentleman with the red dot.
Got it. Okay.
Right. Is it a discussion, or are we here to take them out?
I'm referring to as a discussion. I don't know what your commanding officer called
Our
it.
duty was to take them out, right?
Yes, your duty was to end his existence in this known galaxy.
Right. Just making sure which weapon I'm swinging with. If I misinterpret it, I need to pull another weapon. Instead of the funny rod I'm holding in behind my back.
And immediately, he kind of stands up and he's just like, Major, what can we do with you here? Are you here for a interview? And of course, interview being Imperial code for interrogation.
Right, here to beat the shit out of somebody?
As you look down the hallway and you see a large line of detention cells that you thought were offices, except for your tactician totally said that they're cells.
Yeah. So I am going to attempt to start a bullshit story. Still attempting to distract. And I mean, if my distraction is, what the fuck is this person talking about? It's also acceptable to me. Right? Like, why does this person not know what they're talking about?
As you're attempting the confoundery or bullshittery, as the case may be.
That is my current plan. The best I could come up with.
Okay.
Unless somebody has a better idea.
That's a good plan.
You do you.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give me your coercion or deception, depending on what you want to go with.
All right.
Or leadership.
Yeah, or you could do leadership.
Deception is a much better choice for me. All right, we're going to go with deception.
Deception.
Where is it? No.
It's deceived you into... Oh, Jesus. It's deceived you into deceiving you of where it is.
Deceived the shit out of these people.
So... As that's a great suggestion for the triumph. Unless you want to give it to somebody to give a maneuver to somebody outside to come inside. But that's a really good suggestion.
Yeah. Throws them fully off guard there.
There we go.
Okay. So immediately the two of them are looking at each other because you're throwing the bullshittery out and you're trying to be confounding. But they seem to give you that look that you give a superior officer that you know is probably there but is not of official skills to have the job. So they're just like, Yeah, sir. We'll figure this out, sir. Just answer a few quick questions. And they
Okay.
totally are giving into your bullshittery, giving you back the closest thing they can to correct answers to your confounding, statements. Was that a question or a statement? I wasn't sure what she meant by that.
Right? There's a whole lot of nonsense coming out of her mouth.
Okay, so which one of you guys is going next as you guys hear Lachelle just spouting this major case of poo-poo that she's throwing out, and obviously these two guys are eating it up, and they are riffing off of her, going back and forth in conversation.
So, Simi, I'd prefer you go next because you're the one to open these, or look into the cells and open any that are for rebel sympathizers, and then I will inspire them to help us.
Okay, so Simi, you're
on mute.
You're coming on in. You've muted
Coming
yourself.
on in. And I will head to the can I nonchalantly plug in?
I'm gonna require a stealth roll for that. But you are gonna get a free upgrade.
Can Prit lend the skill?
No, because Prit's already gone and is nonchalantly doing Prit's own thing.
Okay, well, I did a light side point.
Okay, and I got the best person's perception up there. Do your stealth as you're going to go over, I'm assuming, to here to the panel?
Yep, wherever the panel was, so.
Panel will be over here, behind Prit.
But I didn't do well.
What are you doing for those 2 advantages, at least?
I am going to go ahead and give the next one of us a blue.
Okay. So we then have this gentleman here tries not to interrupt the Major, but points towards your protocol droid, Major, saying you're not authorized to plug into that data port.
He's like,
Protocol droid, please back off. Now, of course, you haven't plugged in yet. Do you want to back off?
You just got your probe out.
I shouldn't say, ma'am, do I have your permission to proceed?
I nod. Please continue.
Oh, damn. And
I'm not lying. I'm asking for permission.
That's like I made a statement. And so
I'm asking her, should I continue?
Right. And I while she continues with her actions, I continue with my bullshit. So I am continuing to just keep running a scam. Like, as long as they are gonna fall for it, I am gonna keep it up. I'm gonna keep trying to keep attention off of the team so that they can do some stuff.
Okay, and that brings us to Tozen. What are you going to do?
I'm going to step into the room, and I will close the door. Because Lachelle is busy preaching.
And as you nonchalantly, with your holographic face, look both ways and close the door,
and hit the lock button.
Oh, you lock it. Okay. Because Simi did give you guys total access to the door, so you locked it. And at that exact moment, Lachelle gave Simi permission to plug into the door on Simi's next turn. And both of these guys are listening to Lachelle, and they're kind of oblivious to anything you guys are doing at the moment. And that's a good place to wrap it up there. As you're about to have all hell break loose
It
at
is a
this
good place.
room.
I agree.
As it is 9
Excellent.
o'clock.
Well done, guys.
Yep.
You sneaky,
good.
sneaky bastards, and using your secret skill against me.
Yeah.
Oh, I had plans
XP.
for you guys to do all kinds of stuff and to end up, getting into trouble and revealing your location and all kinds of things.
I bet you did.
You sneaky, sneaky people.
XP.
Yeah.
You
Gimme,
each
gimme.
you each get 25 XP.
25
damn.
XP?
25
nice.
since you uncovered
25.
the shenanigans.
We
We
did.
did. Well,
That's right.
the
We didn't
MVP
fall for
did.
their trap.
You didn't.
The
You
MVP
basically saw
Yep.
the trap before it could spring, and you're
Yes.
mostly going after one of the side missions. Mostly.
Holy shit.
And we're doing what we can.
Well, I mean, I would call the main mission as still a success because we determined it was all a ruse.
Oh, that's true.
So
Yep.
That is true.
But-
I mean,
That
is
was
a
a
success.
part of our thing.
we
You just did
prevented
it.
other nonsense.
You just did it the easy way rather than having to set them up to see if they were true
Right.
or false.
Exactly.
So you did technically succeed and not get bamboozled, or worse, reveal rebel resources to the Empire.
Exactly.
No bamboozling.
I mean,
No
think about it.
bamboozling.
Every one of your rebel resources that the Imperial burns, that's resources forever lost.
Yep.
And the
Started-
rebellion can't afford that stuff. Mon Mothma can't afford to keep bankrolling you guys.
All right. So I'm going to jet because I've got other things I need to do. Jeff, I will let you know in the next couple days. I did already hear back from Landon. He suggests either booking.com because they do houses, and or he gave me the site that he actually manages properties on, which was go a little higher here, vrbo.com.
Oh, Verbal. Yeah. Oh, I've heard of it. I've seen ads for them.
So I'll
I've
give
used
those a
Verbo.
look and
They're
see
very
if I
good.
have any better luck, and maybe we'll still do this.
Okay, sounds good.
So, but I'll know
I've
in the
used
next
Verbo.
couple days.
All
Yeah,
right.
they're good. Use them.
Which ones?
For
Verbo.
VRBO,
Verbo?
I've used them. They're good.
Okay.
Yeah, I've
Cool.
had good luck.
Yeah, we use them
And if you ever
regularly.
want to play Nemesis, holler.
Oh, right on. We'll do.
I'm all up for that. It's fun. Annoying, but fun.
All right.
My social calendar has changed a little here recently, so we'll see. But yeah, I'd definitely be interested and curious.
Mhm.
I'm a little busier than I have been in the past.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Hopefully busy in a
Awesome.
good way.
Yep.
Good.
I'll be more forthcoming with that in the future.
Cool.
Oh,
Right.
keep it secret. Keep it secret longer.
Yep.
Right, bye, guys.
All right,
Bye,
bye, guys.
all.